有人 有人
The Dirty Bird's got the right idea. This is a cause for celebration because apparently the Dirty Bird has been fired by the network. I know what y'all are thinking, smash or pass. No, but seriously, she is truly constructed differently. In a parallel dimension, she is Donald Trump's twin sister that never made it. Can't talk too much about the multiverse. Now, what I can talk about is that Angela Deem used to pride herself on having TLC in her bio, and now it's no longer there on Instagram. You know why? Because the network has distanced themselves from the Dirty Bird. Let's clap it up for them. We never thought it would happen. And I know what y'all are thinking, Nick, not another Dirty Bird video. Hey, shush your mouth, all right? We're gonna talk about Nicole too at the end of this video, so make sure you stay until the end because it's the 2-for-1 special. The other question on everybody's mind is, what is the Dirty Bird up to now that she doesn't have this TLC safety blanket? Turns out she's trying to sell exclusive content to her community of IG followers. Only one itty bitty little problem, the prices she's charging are astronomical. $300 to do karaoke with the Dirty Bird? Who's paying that? Since Michael fled, Angela has been making all kinds of videos on TikTok and reposting them on Instagram. For example, this video of her mouthing the words to that song Texas Hold'em by Fiancé. And there's a dog in the background, and I felt really bad for the dog because your mom is Angela Deem. I just Googled crack pipe lip and Angela's placement hasn't changed, so that's some good news, you know? It's good to sprinkle some good news here and there with the Dirty Bird concern because majority of the news is bad. She looks very, very old, as Borat would say, not the nice, because she's 58 years old and she looks 88. And a lot of that has to do with the substance abuse issues of the past and possibly the present, we're not sure.
You're very more beautiful and I'm so honored. Where's the sexy meatball? It's your meatball. I'm your meatball now. You know her mom, I love her mom. When you see Regina, what you do, isn't she a great sculptor?
Who's a sexy meemaw? You're a meemaw. As you can see, Angela is hanging out with Jenny's daughter. They're doing karaoke, which is very fascinating for me to see because she wants to charge $300 for fans to do karaoke with her, yet we can watch it for free. For $300, dang dude, you better be sounding like Andrea Bocelli or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's wildly expensive. And in addition to the sing and dance with Angela for $300, the other options you have are a personalized video message for $125, a chat with Meemaw and the kids for $300. Wow, we get child labor as well? You shouldn't have. No, you actually shouldn't have. Angela always talks about how she's a sexy meemaw and she's all about her grandbabies. Yeah, you're all about using your grandbabies for your segment on every TV show you go on. And it's not just you, meemaw. Your daughter Scotty films your grandbabies dancing to provocative rap music on TikTok. There's nothing in the law that says convicted child molesters can't live with their own children. However, there is no law I've seen that talks about recording videos of children as a convicted child molester and uploading them publicly. But hey, they wouldn't be the first cast members that use literal children to get their money up. Right, Mary and Brandon? I got a freckle. I think it's colon cancer part 2. Instagram follow back, $150. I'll follow you back on Instagram. Good Lord. Live FaceTime video call for $300. Let's get to know each other. This next video that Angela Deem posted is hands down my favorite. So there's a new character in the lore because there's this guy wearing a sleeveless shirt that's reenacting Patrick Swayze's dance from Dirty Dancing. And Angela's gonna play the part of Baby, so she's gonna actually run over and they're gonna do the lift. She hashtagged this video, never give up, and I am a queen again. To be honest, I'm really sad that she disabled comments here because I wanna see what everyone's saying about this dance reenactment. I've had the time. Oh, he actually did a really good job. Angela's a big woman and he pretty much got it before she grabbed onto him like a koala. Well, that pretty much covers our Angela Deem update part of this video. Now let's talk about Nicola Mahmoud.
There's a girl, you know, like wearing a scarf and all covered up, and he was just like, and she was like staring at him too, and I was like, just go be with her. That's what you want. I know it is.
Most wives are worried about their men spending time with women that have their clothes off, yet Nicole was so pressed about this woman wearing a hijab.
I've been trying so hard to make him happy. Well, you know what, Mahmoud? If you want like Arab women, then that's what you should do. You should go back to Egypt. Yeah, I saw the whole thing. I saw the whole thing.
I leave everything to be with you, and you treat me like that. I'm not going to take these.
Robot alert, robot alert. And speaking on that, I saw a lot of Wetsocks comment in our past video that I was saying hijab wrong. I'm pronouncing it that way because that's how it's pronounced in Egypt, and Mahmoud's from Egypt.
نكون قاعدة معنا النبادي؟
إن شاء الله.
سلام.
ربنا يهديها.
ربنا يهديها.
While I'm on the subject, we're going to be talking about the origin story for this couple because there's been a lot of misinformation. I've been seeing comments like, she started off as a cute, happy-go-lucky, young-looking, attractive woman, but he broke her. She's trying to be herself, but he is used to men controlling women. Men from his country cannot control themselves, so they force women to cover up to prevent men attacking them. At first, I thought it was Nicole from an alt account that wrote this comment, but then I stopped and I thought for a second and realized that there's a lot of ignorant people that are on the internet. Let's set the record straight real quick. So first of all, a young-looking, attractive woman, Nicole's 40 years old. Does she look good for her age? Well, that's a matter of debate. I could debate that she doesn't look that great for her age. She just wears a lot of clothing that seems like a young woman would wear that type of clothing, which makes her look younger, and also the haircut. Two, when she originally went to Egypt, she went on a spiritual journey to try and find herself. When Nicole was telling the story in the first season, you know what I thought to myself right away? This is a very impulsive person. This is someone that enters relationships very quickly and doesn't consider the consequences of doing so. And in a way, she blew up this man's entire world because he was minding his own business. Nicole was his first person that he's dated, his first fiance, his first wife. He lived with his family. He's 31 years old. He would go to work, and then he would go home, spend time with his family, spend time with his friends. There's a difference between being free-spirited, happy-go-lucky, and not having any discipline and quitting every single thing you attempt to start. Telling the truth takes a lot of courage, and she doesn't have any courage because she's not real with Mahmoud. If she was, she would tell him that, I'm so sorry for misleading you. When I first entered this relationship, I was lost and I was looking for that discipline. I was looking for that family. And then once I finally got that, I realized that I'm not cut up for this because I quit everything I start, and that's something that personally I need to work on. But I think that you deserve better. You deserve someone that chooses you and your family and is in this 100% and doesn't try to use you for a TV opportunity, for a segment, so that she can put herself in the victim position and whine and complain to the audience about how she's free-spirited and Islam isn't for her. Well, then why would you marry into a Muslim family? You're so ridiculous, Mahmoud. Why can't I wear this dress? I can't believe that you're overreacting like this. Well, I can't believe that you're doing things on purpose in order to make him upset, to make him feel unheard. A wife that loved her husband wouldn't do that. In my opinion, this is an embarrassment to our country because what you're doing is trying to change someone that is disciplined. Someone that respects their faith, respects their family, is proud of where they've come from. And something that I don't like about a lot of these Americans that seek out these foreigners is y'all don't research before you go there. Y'all don't research the customs, the culture, the religion. I find that so idiotic because if you're gonna bring someone from an entirely different walk of life into your world, you should be aware of what those differences are going to be. There's enough challenges trying to get along with an American person. And as I said in my last video, there's a huge problem with Nicole when it comes to having respect for other people and showing that. And you can tell by how she didn't have enough respect for her parents to tell them in advance or consider their opinion when converting to Islam.
So, do you feel like you want to be Muslim?
I am Muslim. I converted, yeah, I did convert.
When did you do that?
Before, 2 days before I married Mahmoud.
Right away when I saw that the first season, in my mind, you were a catastrophic red flag because Mahmoud would never do that to his family. He would always consider his family's opinion. And he wanted to share that with you. He wanted to bring you in and show you the beautiful side of his culture and his faith. And like I said in my past video, it's his responsibility to recognize that this woman has changed over time ever since she got that call from TLC to go on this show. He should have looked at that and said, you know what, I'm better than this. You know what else is attractive? transparency, someone that communicates their expectations from the start of the relationship. And who did that between Nicole and Mahmoud? Mahmoud did. Let's play charades real quick. Who am I? That was real good, Mahmoud. Let's get 10 more takes so that we can piece together clips to make it look like you were looking at that girl wearing a hijab and check her out so that Nicole can have probable cause to berate you and constantly try to rewrite history the entire episode. I'm TLC. I felt like I was watching Dragon Ball Z because the woman wearing the hijab was all of a sudden behind them, and then next thing I knew, she was in front of them taking a photo. It's like she instant transmission. How much weed did I smoke? But hands down, the dumbest part of this comment is men from his country cannot control themselves, so they force women to cover up to prevent men attacking them.
This comment is so ignorant. Okay, so the reason why Muslim women dress modestly isn't out of fear of being attacked by Muslim men. Muslims believe the clothing of piety is best, and as children of Adam, the first humans, dressing modestly is very important, and they take a lot of pride in that. To label every man in Egypt as a savage that can't control their sexual impulses is comical because they've shown more sexual restraint than the majority of dudes in Western countries. Hey, genius, what's your body count? Because for the majority of these Egyptian Muslim dudes, it's one, their wife. Look, everyone, the big bad Muslims are making their women dress modestly. Do you believe it? Well, they believe the main purpose of clothes are to cover yourself, not reveal yourself, so duh. Why are you trying to demonize them for that? Are you one of those Western people that has the savior complex and assumes that these women and men are being oppressed? They don't want to be anything like you, and they never will, and there's nothing wrong with that. And this is coming from a Christian dude. However, I understand why Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world, because they stand on their principles and values, which is respectable. Tyree's gonna appreciate this reference. So remember that part of Pocahontas when she says, "But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew you never knew."
When I see dumb shit like this, I'll tell you what, Socks. I pray to God that they make it so that people have to show what they really look like and show their real name before they comment on the internet.
He could kind of loosen up a bit. But honestly, I'm clueless as to what it's going to take for Mahmoud to think differently. I don't know if he ever will. Like, I don't know what it'll take.
Friendship takes work, relationships take work, and what I see from you is that you're so comfortable withholding valuable information from your friends, from your family, from your partner. At what point are you going to tell the truth, Nicole? Hopefully in this next episode, a lot more things come to light, because there's a lot of holes in the armor, and as we've seen from the past couple episodes, she is purposely doing things in order to set up this man on camera.
Have you been able to, like, make friends since you've been here?
No, I just family.
In the U.S., we always just go out and, like, meet people, and they, like, sort of become our family. So that's why I was asking.
Sometimes your friends can be your family. That's why these new friends that show up to her apartment unannounced to catch Mahmoud off guard, they're not the same friends as last season. Socks, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think about the Dirty Bird and Nicole and Mahmoud in the comments below. If you got some spare coin, I recommend joining our Yourwetsock channel membership program because it's got a whole bunch of exclusive content, custom emojis,